I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. We've got two different patch updates for this particular week, so I'm going to break them into two different videos. So the first one is just the normal patch update, which we've got two buffs and two nerfs this time around. First buff up for us is Drax from Guardian of the Galaxy, and all these are live as of right now. So Drax is going from a 4-5 that would get 3 if you got down reveal, to a 4-6 that'll get +2 if you get the reveal. So it's still 4-8 when all things are considered. It's just you're getting a little bit more on the front end and a little bit less on the reveal. So if you miss the trigger, it's not as punishing. It seems like this is more and more where a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy are going. Where they're trying to make it just +2 when you hit instead of +3 when you hit. It's basically puts him exactly where he was before. Just makes him a little bit better if you happen to miss for whatever reason. Next up for us is going to be a nerf to Mr. Rockslide. The Rockslide is moving from a 4-6 to a 4-5. Still does the same thing, still throws rocks into the game. Very weird interaction for him. He was kind of a good 4-drop, but I think this might make him show up a little bit less, because the only place that you really saw him was in Rocks and Hawks, because he barely got seen play on the 4-drop. And with him moving down to a 4-5, that puts him in the same category as a lot of other stuff that's the 4-drops. If we look at the 4-drops here, and we shift by power, it puts him on the same level as Warpath if you happen to mess with Warpath. Spider-Man, even if you play Spider-Man on his own, I should say. It puts it basically on the same level as... Where are you? I believe the neutral floor. Let me see what the neutral floor is. What is the neutral floor for? Neutral floor is thing, so it's basically a little bit less power than the thing now. So it falls into a lot of the same places as just basically a Warpath. Better than... so it's basically on the same level as Warpath, Omega Red, Spider-Man, Strongman, and Rescue and Moon Girl. Because our Jessica Jones and Crystal, so... sorry. Yeah, it's just Warpath Omega Red's Miles Morales Enchantress. So it's basically a nice little catch where it's not the biggest thing out there, but it's not the smallest thing out there. It's basically right near where it should be. Because it was one of the most picked 4 cards out there. Now it'd be one of the, like, about picked 4 cards. A little bit higher than a tech card. A little bit lower than a mass card. And while we're on this page, we're going to talk about the other nerf that happened this week, which is the Enchantress. Enchantress got moved from a 4-6 down to a 4-5. I'm actually kind of glad that Marvel Snap and Second Dinner did this. It shows that they're okay moving something back down if they feel that it's gotten too out of hand. I think this is where Enchantress should have been from the beginning. I think she's going to still see play. I think pushing her up to the 6 got people used to playing her and seeing how good she was against a lot of the meta. And now you're breaking her back down to a more reasonable level. And that way a lot of people will still play her because they realize how good she can be as a tech card. And this is about where her power level should have always been. When we saw her got dropped up to a 4-6, a lot of people are being like, grab Enchantress, grab Enchantress, grab Enchantress, and we're just throwing her in for nothing more than the power set. This brings her back to where it's supposed to be. And I'm actually glad about this because I'm glad that they're playing with stuff and dialing in stuff. They're able to take something that got buffed and nerf it back down. Imagine if we had to wait a month for each one of these instead of just a week or 2. Now the last one up for us is the other buff that we got this month, which is going to be the Venom. Venom got changed from a 3-1 to a 3-3. Which means that he's going to be more powerful in that Destroy deck, so you're not always going to see Destroy just be Galactus Destroy. This is a really good change for Destroy. This was a really weak card to start out with. And it's nice that Destroy's getting some stuff that actually is meant for Destroy, that's not just Galactus or Destroyer, you know. If you can play the Destroy deck now, this will be one of the key cards for the Destroy deck. This is a big start to it. I know it's only +2 buff, but that's a big buff for a card. This might be one of the best 3 drops right now. Let's look and see where he falls on the power scale. He's doing pretty well on the power scale. I mean, he's got a few things after him, but not a lot. Not much is falling past him. Doing a lot better than a lot of stuff on the 3 drops there. Puts him on the same level as Captain America Cosmo. You would play Cosmo just by itself. Debris, Doctor Strange, Juggernaut, Killmonger, Moon Knight, Rhino, Vulture, Wave, so in some pretty good company, a country already would be willing to play at 3. So, I think a lot of these are good changes for what we're seeing on this. I'm actually proud that Second Dinner is able to make these micro adjustments and isn't sticking to guns on some of these things. most people would say, nope, we got it right, nope, this is right, this is how it's going to be for the next month or whatever. And with having these OTAs, that's able to help the game out a lot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, play, 4, 1,